In our company, we were three guys, Pierre, Christian and myself, who started the company. And had we not been the three of us, we could never have started this company in the first place. We had kind of the same educational background because we all came from business school and studies of economics. But we were different in personality and we were different in family background. And in that sense, we contributed with different aspects, with different things to the company. But we had different family backgrounds. One of my partners, Christian, he came from a wealthy family. He came from a family where he was used to that there was enough money. He were the son of a very experienced CEO from one of the big multinational companies in Aarhus. And he was used to being in a world where things were possible. You were just doing things and you would get the resources, and that was his approach. And I think Christian was the visionary one of us. If he had not been there to say, we can do it, we can become the largest Danish training company, maybe the rest of us wouldn't really have gone on with him. My other partner, Pierre, he was from the countryside. He came out from the western Jutland and had his 2 feet solidly put on the ground. Pierre is the kind of person that when you meet him, you think that he's one of the nicest guys you ever met. And as a matter of fact, the rest of us is also pretty nice when you get to know us. The only thing is with Pierre, you can actually tell from the meeting you meet him. You know he's a nice guy. Pierre was the one in the company who was very good in our client relations. He would be the one who was out selling our products, and also Pierre was good at making the rest of us become a good team. So sometimes, because of our different personalities, we had conflicts, and Pierre would be the one to say, come on guys, let's talk about it, let's have a cup of coffee and we'll solve this problem. Guys, we need to have a conversation in the kitchen. Some of these things that Pierre would bring up. So he was the integrator that would keep the team together. Myself, I came from a middle-class family in Randers. My father had a photo shop that didn't have enough money at some point. There was not enough money to buy new goods for the shop. So at some point he had to close it because it was not running too well anymore. So I was the one, I think, in the company who wanted to make sure that we didn't make any mistakes. I wanted to make sure that the administration worked out. I had this perspective of securing the ground and really making our systems work, where Christian would go and say, come on, let's move on. We're working too slow. We have the opportunities to grab the whole market. And I would hold back and say, we can't sell anymore. We can't deliver anymore before we have our systems in place. So that's the kind of conflict that was there, but at the same time, it was necessary for us to have these different personalities. Otherwise, we might never have taken the company off the ground. So that was our team. I think it's possible to say that it would be a stronger team if you had different business skills. Maybe someone would be very strong in selling. Maybe someone would be very good in organization. Maybe one would be good in product development. Maybe someone in finance. In a lot of cases, you don't have all these skills in your startup. You maybe start up with your friends or someone you randomly met. It's not a process where you qualify and analyze and find the right partners. You just end up with some people randomly. And then as you go by, you realize that you need some of these qualifications and you need to hire them. But there's another advantage of having a team of more people, and that is, despite your skills, what you do bring to the table is your energy and your willpower. And when there's 3 people who really wants to start a company, they have many more resources and they can help lift each other up and create that energy to move things on. So even if someone have exactly the same qualifications as you, because there's so much work to be done at this stage, being 2 people with the same qualifications is better still than just trying to start up the company on your own. We certainly had our first success because there were 3 of us, even if we had the same general skills, there were 3 of us who could take on all the different tasks that were required to take the company on.